This is a 99 Honda Accord, and kind of just got serious, so I'm going to record some of me trying to figure out what the heck is wrong with this thing. But it's got just shy of 200,000 miles, and I was driving it. We had a big cold snap. It's been running great. I mean, I've had this car since 93,000 miles. Weather had gotten real cold into the zeros and teens, and I was driving it down the road, and I just lost all sorts of power. Check engine light was flashing, and of course I was 50 miles from home, but was able to make it home at 50 miles an hour with the check engine light flashing, and it stunk. It stunk like you know, unburnt fuel. And so got home, and first thing I do is, you know, pull the plugs, and the plugs look good, and I went ahead and bought new plugs and changed the plugs, and I also bought a cap and rotor and just replaced that today, and took it for a drive, and it's doing the same thing. It's getting codes I'm getting are like P0301, 0300, 0303. It's saying cylinder 1 and 3 misfire, as well as multiple cylinder misfire. So I'm going to have to do a little further diagnosis. The wires I have not changed, so let's give it a go and see what I can come up with. Oh, this hose is broke right here. But that shouldn't make it idle bad. Look at it, idles terribly. So that one made it spit and sputter, so I think it's good cylinder. Oh, that killed it. Okay. Well, that's a good cylinder. What if that's got a bad vacuum leak? Look at that. It's coming apart. I wonder if the coil was just going bad. That's not even snapping. I think it's coil. I think the coil's just getting dead. Seems odd that it would even run. So what do these two give me? 0.8 ohms. Yeah. Okay. 21K. The coil's good. This thing is just full. There's oil inside of this. Bottom of this cap. these plug wires and see what kind of values I'm getting. Better plug this in before I forget. I pulled that plug wire and nothing happened. That was kind of, I found that a little odd. Got a bad oil leak here going into the, I don't know if it's going into the distributor or if it's just the valve cover's leaking really bad. Might be giving me a short. I'm getting 5.8 kilo ohms. 6.5 kilo ohms. 7.8 kilo ohms. 8.7 kilo ohms. I think the plug wires are alright. I'm going to go ahead and replace them. But I'm going to attempt to look at this EGR. And I think I can get to it pretty easily. Let's see, put that back on. I think if I got maybe a 12 millimeter. Got a wobble head socket here. Be able to get him back in, but let's see what she looks like. Looks like a carboned up mess. I'm almost positive I bought some kind of brake cleaner or carbon choke cleaner the other day, and I can't find it anywhere. Starter fluid it is. That sounds safe. Okay. Go clean the car up a little. Let's put it back together and see what happens. Okay, let's see what that does. The other day I was screwing around with this Honda and I unplugged this and it actually started running a little better, but it still doesn't run that great. I'm just going to change out this sensor. I bought one off of eBay. It's supposed to be a replacement. Oh, this isn't going to fit, is it? I have to go get a stubby Phillips head. Oh man, that's still not enough. I have to get like a bit and a 1/4 inch end wrench. Let's see if I can make this happen a little bit. I know I'm blocking you, but it's the best I can do. And fire up and see what she does. Misfire. Runs good. Nope, it's still missing. Still missing. Still getting a number 3 misfire and misfire any cylinder, so I don't know. Seems to be running good. It sounds great right now. Actually got this piece, so actually goes this way. We'll get it put on. I'm not for sure what that's all about, but I guess it's filled in, so I guess I could cut that if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Oh. Wait, did the new one come with one? This doesn't look like it's gonna. I feel like this is unnecessary. Get that in there. There we go. It did have a clamp, but I've lost it. Shocking. Okay. All right, I've been working on the Honda for a while. I actually worked on it a little bit. It had a number 3 cylinder miss. I loaded up the parts cannon and just went to town. We've got, you know, all new wires, cap, rotor, plugs. I even bought a coil. I mean, everything was testing fine. And I thought the wires might have had a break in them or something, that kind of deal. But anyway, I did a compression test. Compression test was all excellent. This car has 200,000 miles. Anyway, I've just been chasing all over this car for a number 3 cylinder miss. And anyway, decided to pull the injectors out and check them. So I got this line out, and I think I found the culprit here. This is just one of these cheap $10 kits you get online. Comes with a plug, and then you can kind of pop it. But anyway, here's number 4. If I tore these O-rings up, let's see. I guess it would help if I. Okay, so here's. All right, so here's number 4, and what I'm doing is just plugging that in there. And what you can do is hold it with your hand like this, and just ever so slightly kind of bounce it. You want to hold on tight or that injector will shoot out, but you want to give it just a slight push, and then also bump it on the positive cable over here. I don't know if you can see that. I mean, that's just a nice consistent spray. That's number 4. But, and they're all doing that, 1, 2, and 4. The number 3 is a little deceiving. And I almost thought it was okay, but when I went back and looked at it and tested it again, I noticed it was pretty inconsistent. It's just, look, see, it's just a little nothing, then it goes good. Now it's back to nothing. So I don't know, is it dirty? See, that's a nothing. That's not good. That's good. So I'm wondering, kind of feel like it might be the solenoid. I don't know. Or maybe there's, I mean, they've got these filters on them. They've got these little filters on them, so it shouldn't allow any junk to get past. But I suspect the solenoid in the injector might be weak, and it's not anything that I can really clean out. I think I just have to change the injector out.
Did you have anything planned for dinner that you were thinking?
Goes in a lot better. not really for sure the secret here. There we go. Yeah, hopefully that went in. I didn't tear up any O-rings. We should know though. Alright. It's not that, I mean, probably the best camera angle would be on top of my head. But I just loosen this guy right here. Push him down and out of the way, and that allows you to get this assembly kind of back under there, and then there's your, I think there's an injector. And then you got to push the whole assembly down. It's on O-rings. Yeah, I just went ahead and set you up over the back here. Really wasn't making a how-to video, but oh well. I'll just record what I got. So anyway, I got all the injectors plugged back in. I don't know if you made it right down in here, and you just got to push these, you know. This was off. I pushed this block down, put these 2 screws in. Now I've pushed all the injectors plugs back on. And now I'm going to lock that down. And then I've got this that's loose right here, this hose. I just kind of worked out. Now I'm going to push it back in if I can. Okay, there. Then I can take my little bolt here and find a hole. There she is. Alright, I'm just using this 3/8 drive ratchet with a 10mm on it to just, doesn't take a lot of torque for any of this stuff. Just snug is really all I'm doing. Alright, then we got this fuel line here. And I can't remember. So this crush washer goes down first. Then the fuel line. Then this washer, I believe, went down. And then the pressure regulator. And I'm using the 7/8. Oh, that was too tight. That was actually felt a little too tight, but we'll leave it. Okay. These 2 bolts. This thing I need to lift back up and screw it down. Alright, this is a PVC valve. Okay, that ain't gonna go. Okay, there's one. See if I can keep from losing this. Alright, this guy right here's got an O-ring on it. And it's got to clamp down to the block like so. Okay, I think that's, I'm going to plug in some stuff here. Let's see, we go there, there, and there. Plug that in. Plug this in. Then there's a hose. Goes here, here. Doesn't really want to go, does she? And then up here. Boom. Okay. How's that look? That look good? That's good. Alright, let's see if she starts.